Hello, and welcome back to 10 out of 10 Would Watch Again with Lauren and Ross.
Hello.
It's week 2 of Batman month, and it's Nolan week, baby!
Right, the Nolan Era.
Now, as much as we said last week, oh yeah, Michael Keaton was probably the first Batman we ever watched, this is our Batman era right here, right now. This is probably the Batman era that we first went to the cinema to see.
Yeah, would have been, yeah.
And you and me, our second date was The Dark Knight Rises.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. And then for my birthday that year, you got me loads of Dark Knight Rises, like posters and stuff like that. That's how long we've been together.
Okay.
Right, Ross, Batman Begins. Hit us with your pitch.
Right, so as you said, Batman Begins, released in 2005, directed by, funny enough, Christopher Nolan, starring Christian Bale, Michael Caine, Liam Neeson, Katie Holmes, Gary Oldman, Cillian Murphy, Tom Wilkinson, Rutger Hauer. I know.
Just keep it going, man.
Ken Watanabe and Morgan Freeman.
Honestly, these movies have casts.
Yeah.
So after Batman and Robin in 1997, that's how bad that movie was that they had to wait until 2005 to make a new one. And this is definitely the beginning of a brand new era. Like, I remember when the trailer came out for this, and I remember everyone being like, ooh, do you know what I mean? And this was another one when this came out. This was another, family outing. It was, me, my dad, my mum, and my big sister.
Yeah.
And we were all there for Batman Begins. And I remember the whole time sitting, and I think, if not this one, definitely the next one, but I'll get into that. But I think this one was maybe my first holy shit, this is cinema movie, if you know what I mean, because you're kind of that age where you're like, oh, you're appreciating it more, you can sit for longer and stuff. And I think we went, in this era especially, I think with this film, we went back to Batman being taken seriously. You do not get a director like Nolan and a cast like this for these movies to be shit. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I think that Nolan's movies proved that you can make silly concept ideas and do it serious.
Oh yeah, totally. I think if Michael Keaton and Tim Burton walked, the walk was turned into a crawl by Schumacher, and then Nolan just sprinted with it, you know?
That's it. I mean, without the success of this, you don't have the... I mean, this might be a bit controversial, but without the success of this, you do not have Marvel.
Absolutely agree. Nothing controversial here.
Yeah. Even, James Bond reboots and that, make it more realistic, darker or grittier and that.
Absolutely.
I don't think these get done without Nolan making, this movie.
I do not think any of what you've just said is a hot take. I mean, think about it, right? Just what you said about James Bond. Casino Royale came out in 2006.
Yeah.
And that was another one that I remember, it was because parkour was a huge thing in the early 2000s. Do you remember, what's that movie called? Is it District 12, the French movie?
Oh, yeah.
Is it District 12, or is that the one with the prawns?
It's either 12 or 13. I can't
right,
remember,
one of them. Because there was a couple of them, was District 9, District 12. But the French parkour movie, and incredible. If nobody's seen it, find what district it is and watch it, because it's class. But I remember, even the first 10 minutes of the brand new Bond, it was not brand new, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, the reboot at the time.
Yeah. That was all parkour. And then even the fact, Daniel Craig, picking up the gun and flinging it at the guy, and this was wow, no way, because you just came off of, Smooth Pierce and Die Another Day, which I will not have slander against. But anyway, back to Batman. But no, I totally agree with you. I don't think the new Marvel, I say the new Marvel movies as if Marvel hasn't been going for ages, but you know what I mean? From Captain America up, the new one, I think they tried to do it with, Eric Bana's Hulk, but that was too long and too boring.
Yeah.
But it's not as, everything in the Marvel movies up until now has kind of been rooted in, as much as it's daft space problems or whatever, it's been rooted in realism and people's emotions and blah blah blah. Do you know what I mean? So no, I don't think anything of what you said is controversial. Somebody will probably find it controversial, and boy, will they let us know about it.
Oh, but yeah, this is the beginning of I mean, you could compare this to Oscar movies.
Oh, absolutely.
And, Could you imagine doing that with Shoemakers? Compare that to the Oscar winner of the year, and there's you just can't. But
Absolutely
like,
not.
this is like serious filmmaking for superhero stuff.
Yeah. Do you remember the first time you watched this movie?
I think I went to the cinema with my cousin because you ask me this all the time. I have a terrible memory for like where I was.
This is why the two of us are terrible, right? Because I remember literally everything that has ever happened to me in my life. Like, it's all filed away in a box, and then I'll ask you about stuff, and you'll be like, la la la, I've just been cutting about.
I mean, my only thing, I would have been, what, 12?
Oh my God, were we
Oh,
12?
it's piping, I know.
Oh,
Oh, 20 years ago.
No.
Oh, fuck
No.
off. That's no fair.
Oh, turn the episode off right now.
Yeah.
I'm away crying. Oh, that's revolting. That's crazy. That's 20 years ago though, and I pure remember the lot. Like,
Yeah.
basically from like from 2005 to about 2010, that was my like period. Like, I peaked in those years. Music was great, movies were great. I peaked. Now I understand why my dad's always like, everything was better back in the day. I'm like, you were right, Dad. It is. Sorry, carry on.
But I'd have been at the cinema with my cousin and just been blown away by this.
Oh man, 100%.
Like, your people are probably expecting the Batman of the 90s.
Yes.
Whereas Nolan's just be like, no. Like, I am going to make, like, not just a superhero, just a fantastic movie.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously we were 12 and like, you know, you see a trailer and you're like, wow. And then you go see a movie and you're like, wow. But I
Yeah.
would love to have known like the hype around, like, remember like Empire magazine and stuff? Like, my sister used to collect a lot. And I would love to have, I mean, if I'd have been aware, I would have loved to have like read all the stuff about the hype and stuff. Because obviously reading back on it now, you're like, of course everyone was buzzing for this. But I feel like this movie bits the doors off the hinges. Do you know what I mean? This era bits the doors off the hinges.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And let's just start talking about the movie, and else I'll be like, oh my God. So this movie starts off and with Bruce Wayne not in a way that you would normally see him. Like, it starts off with Bruce Wayne in a prison in Bhutan fighting criminals. Like, and that's just what he's decided to do. Like, he puts himself in prisons so that he can barter criminals because obviously of what happened to his mum and dad. And another thing that I love about Nolan is it tells you what happens to Martha and Bruce Wayne, and then it is not mentioned again for like the next 3 movies. It's beautiful.
Yeah, like, you don't get a lot of hand holding in this one. And
no.
Like, it's just, right, this is what's happening. I do appreciate that he's not went right back from the start. This is just a young Bruce Wayne on his way to becoming Batman.
Yeah, totally. And this is Bruce Wayne, like, he's gave up the company. He's really lost, you know, until he meets Ra's al Ghul, or Ra's al Ghul, how are we pronounce? They pronounce it.
Ra's al Ghul?
Oh, they pronounce it about 4 different ways in the film. It's Raz, Raze. What's happening here?
Liam Neeson. Spoiler.
Yeah, I even remember at the time just being blown away. I mean, I say at the time, it's every time I watch this film.
Yeah.
Blown away by like just the scenery, seeing the entire like Ra's al Ghul like section. See the ice bit when they're fighting on the ice? That looks incredible.
Yeah.
And even when they're like going up the mountain, that's another thing that I love. And I love that Nolan was like, I'm not afraid to adopt this. Is this kind of does the thing that like Shrek does when it's like
Shrek?
No, hear me out. See when it's like go and find the blue flower and carry it to the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
But like every movie does it, but it's Shrek that comes to mind because it's like go find the blue flower with red thorns. Blue flower, red thorns. But I love that it's just like, and like any of these types of movies, like superhero movies, action movies, whatever, right? It's like, go find this mad random thing and take it all the way up there, and that's going to prove that you want to be part of us. And it's so simple, but like, I don't know, I feel like now, maybe modern Nolan would be like, to above that type of concept, you know, like go find the blue flower, go see Liam Neeson, go get trained on how to batter everybody, and you're good to go. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, basically become Batman.
Yeah. The bit I love as well in the Liam Neeson bit is see where obviously he teaches him through montage form of like, and here's smoke and here's this dust and theatrics and blah blah blah, and then when it's the final bit for him to become part of the League of Shadows, like when it's the lines of all of them, and then he cuts his arm, and then he cuts another couple of people's arm, and then he gets Liam Neeson, and you're like, oh, amazing. And then it turns out Liam Neeson, bad guy, bad dude.
Who would have thought it being in the League of Shadows?
The League of Shadows.
Like, this is the one.
I'm sorry. Fuck Tom
The
Hardy.
League of Shadows.
Fuck Tom Hardy for not being able to make us say this properly. The League of Shadows.
But it's like, he tells him everything that they do, and he's okay with it up until he has to do it. Is it bit of a shite bag?
Yeah, it's it. It's like, right, cool, we're going to do all this stuff, but now we're going to, like, nuke Gotham, and Bruce Wayne's like, absolutely fucking not.
I live there. I've not been there in years. I live there.
100%. I just shows you, like, how much, like, I'll be a vigilante up until it's in my scheme, and then I'm alright. I'll pass. Know the day, Neeson, know the day.
Do you know what? The one thing I can appreciate about, like, Nolan's movies, and this might be a far-flung concept for some of the other ones, there's actual character development.
Oh my god, 100%. Like, with the League of Shadows, that part only goes on for what, like the first maybe half an hour or something. I know everything that I need to know about all of them. See, even like when Bruce comes back and it's like the Wayne company's like on its arse, nobody really respects them.
Yeah, they're going to sell it.
Yeah, Tom Wilkinson runs the show. Like, immediate, like, without a lot of like fucking about, you know exactly where everybody is.
Yeah.
So that by the time you get to like kind of Bruce Wayne's arc and with Rachel's arc and all this kind of stuff, I'm like, right, cool, no bother. Like, soon as you meet Rachel, Katie Holmes we'll talk about in 2 minutes, but as soon as you meet Rachel, the character, you're like, okay, like, hard-headed lawyer out here to like fix Gotham, but nobody else is going to fix Gotham. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, she's like, was it the assistant DA?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
That's an interesting story getting at it, but shout out to Tom Wilkinson.
Oh, what a guy, man.
Like, that guy was in Hunters.
Aye, poor man out for a fallen soldier.
Aye.
Like, that guy was, there was a point where, like, every second movie, he was some form of supporting character, you know what I mean? He was always somebody's dad or creepy uncle. He even, like, he would show up in things you didn't even expect him to show up in, and you were like, oh, there's Big Tom Wilkinson.
He's like a guy that, like, he shouldn't have been as good as he is.
No.
But he's phenomenal.
Absolutely. Like, and it's like, the guy for Phil Monty goes on to be in absolutely everything. Do you know what I mean?
It's so unbelievable, but every time you see it, I was like, yeah, it's fucking Tom Wilkinson.
He was always such a good bad guy. I always liked when he was a bad guy.
And he has a good American accent.
Oh aye, because some of the accents in Future are shocking.
Oh, for fuck's sake. So I just wanted to get my wee Tom Wilkinson, rest in peace, legend.
Right, I know you said we'd wait to get into the Katie Holmes of it all, but just after pouring one out for our fallen soldier, Tom Wilkinson, I want to go back to the Katie Holmes of it all.
Ah, fair enough.
Now listen, right, hear a brother out, right? She's not great, but there's a charm to her, do you know what I mean? Like, she does what she needs to do. She does the bare minimum of what she needs to do, and there's a wee charm to her. And I don't know if it was obviously because around that time was all at the Tom Cruise party, but I don't want to talk about that too much in case the Scientologists come find us. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, bring us down.
Yeah. bring a rising star crashing to the floor.
Aye, fuck.
but like, I don't know. Like, when I watch this, I'm like, it's a pure sin because obviously she never came back for the next ones, and the reasons of why she didn't come back were the reason changed every interview.
There's a lot of rumours surrounding it.
Exactly. But I think she does what she needs to do. She's not horrendous, but to be replaced with Maggie Gyllenhaal in the next one, and you can see the difference, do you know what I mean, between a seasoned actor and I've just came off Dawson's Crack and I need to try and make a Hollywood career, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I wonder if, whatever the reason is she didn't do it, the one we got was that she wanted to do different roles.
Allegedly.
But
there's so many.
I do wonder if she's like kicking herself because obviously the sequel's that's one of the greatest movies ever made.
Yeah, and she would only have been in the sequel for like half of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you literally would be in 1.5 movies. Do you know what I mean? I
did kind of feel bad. See if she was kind of misled or been told not to do it, depending on what you believe in. It's shite.
Yeah, but you're going to slag it anyway. Don't lie to me.
No, Katie Holmes is terrible.
No.
Lauren, as soon as you said there's a charm here, no, there's no.
No, come on. I feel like she's not quite Sofia Coppola in Godfather 3, but she's a boy here close to it. But there's just, do Do you know what it is? I feel like every line is delivered the same. Like, she's just permo pissed off with Bruce, and I'm
Yeah.
like, we can have nuance, babe. We can have a range of emotions, though.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what I mean? But everything is just like even when she gives him his birthday present and it's the arrowhead, she's just like, fine, Bruce, meh. Somebody else needs to go and save Gotham. And it's like, relax, babe, relax. Like,
But it's like, you see Christian Bale, obviously Christian Bale, fucking phenomenal.
no, like, just even putting Christian Bale and Katie Holmes in the same sentence is
Yeah.
fucking nuts. We've not even got into the Christian Bale of it all.
I mean, like, he has like 3 different versions of himself in this,
Yes.
all done perfectly.
In this one movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all you're waiting for Katie Holmes to do is to start screaming and stamping her feet. That's genuinely it. Like, she's...
Oh, man. Poor Katie.
I mean, I'm saying it. I don't think I've seen her on anything else.
No, I don't think so. I never even watched Dawson's Crack. Like,
No, near that. Funny enough.
I don't want to wait for my life to be over. That was beautiful.
Aye,
My
stunning.
album comes out next week.
Bob on. But yeah,
Yeah, I don't think I've seen Katie Holmes in anything else. I feel like I know more about Katie Holmes's private life than I do about her actual career. Actually, I tell a lie. There's a movie called Go. Is it called Go? Go
don't
or See or something that she's in. It was like around about, it came out the same time as Hackers, and that was another one that like my sister gave to me and was like, you need to watch this. Do you know what I mean?
was it good?
Nah, I don't remember it, so probably not. But that's like, this and Batman Begins are probably the only two Katie Holmes things I think I've seen. But I think for Katie Holmes, it was mostly what the media reported on her, is what everybody knows. Because see, now that she's not with the king of Scientology, it's pretty quiet, man. Like, I think she went out with Jamie Foxx for a while. You never hear anything about her. Like, I think Suri's in uni. That's how long it's been.
Wow.
Genuinely,
Jesus
that's how
Christ.
long it's been since we've heard of her. I saw that a BuzzFeed thing popped up on my phone. It was like, you'll never guess what Suri Cruz is doing now. I'm like, why is this child an adult?
Yeah, like,
what's
fuck
going
off.
on?
Katie Holmes, sorry, no.
I Maggie took your job and did it better. And sorry.
Yeah, as you said, you could tell it's horrible, a proper actress.
No, I totally
Yeah.
get you. And I think because everyone in this movie is so strong, like Christian Bale, Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine, like, can carry the list on. Do you know what I mean? It's more obvious that she's a
Yeah.
weak link. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I think if it was a weaker cast, you'd have got away with it, but
Totally.
you can't really lag behind in a Nolan movie, I'm sorry, but she does.
No, absolutely. I love just because I brought up Michael Caine, I love the banter in this one between Alfred and Bruce. Like,
Yeah.
I think the two of them are more of like there's more to Alfred in this one rather than in the earlier ones, and that's not to slag off old Alfred. Love that guy, but he was more of like, Bruce, what are you like? Whereas in this one, I feel like Alfred challenges Bruce more.
Oh, yeah.
And I like the kind of back and forth that they have between each other. Like, see, even the bit like at the end where it's like, what's the point in doing all those push-ups if you can't lift a
Yeah.
log? And he's like on fire trying to lift this big beam.
But that, it just shows you though, because Nolan's made them to be like, it's not just about Batman, it is the people. Because
Absolutely.
Batman can't do it himself, and it shows you his relationship, how it changes with Gordon, how it changes with Alfred, and that through like,
Lucius.
yeah,
Yeah.
Lucius, and that through the movies, and I think that's more interesting than like guy wearing a fucking hockey suit. and
I'm not
punching
wearing
people.
hockey pants. Sorry.
But it's like, I like how it's like, yes, you can have all the gadgets and all that, but you're seeing these relationships form, and it's honestly, Nolan's just the fucking best.
No, 100%. See, to be honest, Ross, with that take, I don't think anyone will disagree with you.
Yeah.
I've never met anybody that hates a Nolan movie, but if I do, I'll know to steer away because they have no taste.
I mean, Tenet wasn't great, but
Oh, Ross, this is like one movie out of all those movies. It's like Mike Flanagan, that teenage one that he done, doesn't mean he's shite just because he done one duffer.
oh, well, hold on. I never said he was shite. Fuck off.
Right?
Nolan, you're overrated. You made one movie I didn't quite get a light fucking hack.
Don't, because when we make it really big, that's the one bit people are going to snip out of context
When-
and be like, you'll never guess what Ross did.
When this goes on TikTok next week,
See, even like the music that Nolan uses in these movies, it fucking slaps, man. It absolutely slaps. He's such a good. he's such a good mood builder, Nolan, and I think I'm glad he made his Batman's a trilogy, because you really need to take the time, because like you say, you're watching these relationships build, you're watching Batman develop, you're watching Gotham develop.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? And and the music just gets better and better and better and better.
I think that's the key to it, is that he had the same people through 3 movies. Other than obviously what happened with Heath Ledger and that, the villains were still in them.
Yep.
And it's like
Kelly Murphy's in all 3. Yeah.
like you can really build this universe up if you have the same steady stuff. That only works if everybody's all in.
Absolutely.
Because I have no doubt these took ages to film and all that, and obviously these are top actors. They're in demand, so to manage to capture all that in like the 7 year like that's pretty amazing.
Oh, totally.
I don't think you'll find another. I mean, you won't find another superhero trilogy like that matches this.
No, I totally agree with you. I think, yeah, no, not even Marvel has like.
No.
Do you know, like, I like the Captain America Marvel movies and Endgame and Infinity War, but yeah, like even the Nolan trilogy would put that down. And even, I mean, we'll talk about it when we get to Dark Knight Rises. That's kind of like, it's the lesser of the 3, but it's still great. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, so even his like, even his Godfather 3 is still better. Do you know what I mean?
I would say it's better than anything Marvel's put out.
Absolutely.
It's like Marvel go too much for like the wow factor and that, and like, oh, and ain't this a great scene? We've used 1 million CGI fucking whatever they're called in Endgame.
Hear my quip.
And I'm like, it's reverted back to that, and I don't like it, but it makes them like $1 bajillion a day, so fuck it.
Listen, we'll slag it, but we'll still be sat for Doomsday. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Aye.
Reluctantly, begrudgingly, we will sit for Doomsday and be like, all right, like, that was actually quite good though.
That's sometimes the reason I hate having a podcast, that we need to watch. No shite, that's the well, it's shite, right? Is that you kind of need to keep up to date with this stuff, and Marvel's fell off a cliff. I think superhero movies in general's kind of fell off a cliff.
I agree. Wait till we do a hit as we are part of edition of Marvel. You'll be here for about 3 months, man.
Sake, aye.
I think if we ever do that, we just need to pick like one superhero and go through his thread. Do you know what I mean? Because look at us planning it out, and we're just here.
Aye.
But I think you would need to pick one and go through the thread, because if you were to sit and remember that time we sat and watched every Marvel movie in the order you're supposed to watch it in, and that took us about 2 months.
And I think how long it would take now.
Oh man, don't. I no, fuck Marvel. We're back to this. We're back to this. See how you were saying that obviously all these actors go all in, right? And obviously Nolan is like, he's picked again in the same kind of vein as Flanagan. Like he's got his like core 6 that he works with, but it's so mad. Like specifically speaking about Cillian Murphy, right?
Yeah.
It's so mad watching him in this movie because he looks so young, and now to look at all of the Nolan movies that Cillian Murphy's been in, like won his Oscar for Oppenheimer. Do you know what I mean? Nolan, like that's been like a really good relationship that they've had. Like I was surprised that Cillian's not going to be in the Odyssey, but you know Matt Damon needs a chance.
Yeah. I do appreciate when directors have a stable.
Yes.
Like Flanagan's Carrie, everybody's in it.
Aye.
Everybody's ever worked with. Which is good, but it's like, you know you're going to get a solid graft out of them.
Absolutely.
And if you're an actor like, oh fuck, Nolan's wanting me today, like Oppenheimer, you need to be all in.
Could you imagine that? Oh fuck, he's phoned again.
Yeah. Like
this is going to be 4 hours.
Yeah, like you know that he's going to have like, it's going to be a class movie, and he's not going to try and like stitch you up at it by half-arsing something. So to have that faith is pretty impressive.
Yeah, I think sometimes Nolan's thing is that he maybe overdoes it. Like,
oh, it over-eggs it,
yeah. Like we know that he like. There's that really famous video of him on the whiteboard, and he draws the line, and he's like, "Okay, the straight line is the story, but what I'm actually interested in is all the loops and stuff around about it." And we know he loves his flashbacks and his jump forwards and that kind of thing. And I think that's maybe why Tenet suffered, because it really felt overcomplicated for like no reason. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe we need to watch Tenet again. Maybe we weren't smart enough, but I do feel like sometimes you have to go into a Nolan movie and be like, right, like clue in, get the black
Yeah.
coffee drunk, and have your brain working. Do you know what I mean?
Wait, I see though, if I need to sit and do homework to understand a part of a movie, you're going to lose me.
Yeah, no,
And
I get you.
that's my own stupidity, but I do think that movie suffered. I mean, it's the one bad one.
Yeah.
Like,
Aye, he's allowed it, man.
yeah,
He's
I can
allowed
let
it.
him away with it. It's fine.
Aye. Right, well, we talk about Christian Bale's take on Batman.
Aye. No, Christian Bale's Batman is the first actor where it's like he's had like a solid like resume and that behind him.
And it's interesting to see the kind of pedigree take on Batman, you know,
Oh, yeah,
like from what Schumacher left as this like cartoonish, really campy, not to be taken seriously, sorry George Clooney, to this, do you know what I mean? I mean, even like, Bale really ramps up the Bat
Oh,
voice.
for fuck's sake.
Swear to me.
Where is she? Rachel!
Rachel. Let me save that for the next one. But like, he really ramps up the Bat voice, and yet you still take it seriously. Like, even though we're taking the piss out of it,
Oh, yeah.
it's like, what is that bit where it's like, oh, I swear to God, man, swear to me, like, and you're still like, fucking hell, no bother, but it's like,
so it's funny how he can play that as Batman, but when he first comes back to Gotham, he's kind of like this weird thing, like the scene with the court where like he goes to kill the person that killed his parents, Joe Chill.
Yeah.
What a name, by the way. Fantastic. He's just I think he's this wee guy, like he just seems so small.
Totally. Even the first time he is Batman, where he's got the balaclava on and the just the black jacket and the black trousers, when he's running, the first time he runs away from Gordon, even when he's speaking to Gordon, he's like, like it's a really like kind of whispery Batman voice, and then it's about halfway through he's like, Rachel.
Yeah. Like, he just realised, I mean, his throat must have sucked for that.
Oh my God, my throat's sore and I only just did that for 2 seconds, you know what I mean?
It's funny when you hear him sometimes and he's like, hey, he's always out of breath. I get it, you've just knocked fuck at about 20 people and like...
and flown.
Yeah, but even bits where he just arrives, he's like, I was like, calm down, take 5 minutes. See if you're driving it, take 5 minutes in the motor.
I had to compose yourself, Bruce. Compose yourself.
Fucking get yourself together.
This even like the evolution of the Bat voice kind of goes with like the evolution of the suit, and it's every time he goes to Lucius Fox, and it's like, what you doing today? Spelunking? Like,
yeah. I just love that how Lucius is just in on it. He's
100%.
Like, I don't care. This is your company.
100%. And it is like when you get to the full bat suit, it does look great, but it's so big.
Yeah.
Like it suffers from the Keatonisms. You know what I mean? It's really it looks like a thick suit, if you know what I mean. Like the helmet's really thick.
Yeah, I feel that it's always been a struggle with Batman is to make a convincing suit and make it mobile.
Yes.
Like it's. Because he does suffer for that, like he has to swing his whole body to look at somebody.
It's the bit where he saves Rachel from the muggers when she comes off the subway, and he's like perched on the fence, and it's just, there's no feature, it's just dome of his head with the ears, and it's like, these people are looking for you.
I don't know why, but see the first movie, like when it's just, you see shots of him in a cover, it just makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Like there's something so like fucking stupid about it.
I genuinely think it is. It's because there's literally, like, at least Keaton had like jawline to neck to shoulder. There's nothing. It's like a thumb. It's like a thumb with like ears. But like, again, we're slagging it. No, we're no, because it's still class. You know what I mean?
No. The costume doesn't look the best, but it's like, as I say, you're never going to get a perfect one.
There's no bat nip though. There's no bat nip, no buttock, no groin. Like,
we're not seeing his crotch.
Yeah. Yeah, the defined plastic crotch.
Yeah. This movie's just kind of more about Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
Like, and how he develops into the whole thing's about like the people need to be seen to be doing stuff as the mass vigilantes going about. So it's like Bruce Wayne's going to build himself back up.
Because he goes from being like the kind of pished billionaire who lets his model girlfriends swim in hotel pools to like, I think that's why it's believable as the movie goes on. Because obviously, like, as Ra's al Ghul, Raj Rays, like burns down, Neeson, when Neeson burns down Wayne Manor, it's believable that it was Bruce Wayne that got drunk and burned down his house, because that's been his reputation throughout this whole movie. Like, it's been that he's a billionaire that doesn't take his legacy seriously up until, and then so obviously at the end when he's rebuilding Wayne Manor, that's kind of when we jump into the second one of like, no, Bruce, like the Wayne Corporation is taken seriously again, you know?
Yeah. Like he's got a bit of respect to his name again.
And that's the thing, just to tuck in a wee bit there and then we'll go off again, right? This movie is full of like one-liner bangers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, see the way, like, what is it Rachel says to him? It's like, it's not who you are, it's what you do that defines you and all this kind of thing. And then there's the, why do we fall, Bruce? So we can learn to pick ourselves back up again. I say that to myself at least once a month. Like,
that is buff the killed pish.
I know, but it's so good. It's so good because like all these one-liners over the 3 films, there's so many of them, and I will discuss them in the other ones. But like, there's so many good one-liners. Like, these are such quotable movies. Do you know what I mean? Right, I'll take that wee divot back out and you can carry on.
No, it's just the whole story. Even like you can take every movie separately. They've all got like the big points, but it's just, I love this one. How it's like, it is just about the change, and like we are going to go and fix this. The other two are kind of about the aftermath. Like we have, like the third one especially, we have fixed it. What now? But I think it fucks up again.
Yeah,
right? Fair enough.
I'm like,
like, that's sound, but this is more like, it's just, is it better for, like, especially in the terms of Bruce Wayne, is it better for justice to prevail or for him to get his revenge?
Yeah. Totally.
And it is just,
that's pure deep rush.
Deep. I'm 14 and this is deep. But I mean, we've not even got into like the main part is like even with the Scarecrow, like the fear and all that.
Yes, let's talk about Cillian Murphy.
I mean,
this is going to be such a long episode, guys. Maybe we should have said that at the start of the episode.
It's like Cillian Murphy does this amazing thing, and it's in every movie he does. It's just acting. It's fucking one of the best actors, right? But he doesn't really need to do much, but he can look fucking menacing.
Yes. Yes, and move on. No, but like, genuinely, Cillian Murphy is one of the best in the game, and I feel like when you watch him as Scarecrow, even if you talk about him as Tommy Shelby in Peaky Blinders, he's not, like, he can do nothing with his face. He can have a blank face, but something clouds over his eyes, and you're like, oh, fuck. Do you know what I mean? And I wonder if it's because he's got really dark eyelashes, he's got really dark eyebrows and stuff. I wonder if it's, like, something to do with those features also adding to the menacing. But Cillian Murphy kills the game. Like, I have never seen Cillian Murphy shit in anything. Like, that guy deserves more than the one Oscar that he's got. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
His only fail is, remember, he released music.
Oh,
The
yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, that wasn't great. Yeah, okay. But we don't talk about that.
You don't deserve your Oscar for your music career. Fuck off.
But even, like, it's the way he, like, delivers lines. Like, see when they're pouring the compound into Gotham pipes, and he's like, the Batman. And, like, I feel like if Jim Carrey had delivered that line, it would have been, nah, the Batman, like, do you know what I mean? Whereas Cillian Murphy does it, and you're like, oh, fuck, do you know what I mean?
I mean, he's the first Batman villain who doesn't play it like a fucking, like, crazed lunatic.
And, like, a Batman villain that previously has not been touched. I know you said Coolio was supposed to be Scarecrow, but, like, he doesn't have anything. Like, with the other Batman movies, obviously we'll get into the Joker, but, like, you're living up to Jack Nicholson's legacy, do you know what I mean? And, like, I mean, Bane, there wasn't really much of a legacy, it was just that wee guy going, burn, do you know what I mean? But this is the first one that Scarecrow's never, there hasn't been an incredible performance of Scarecrow before, so you can do whatever you want, you can run with this, and he fucking does, do you know what I mean?
Even the idea of introducing, I mean, it's not exactly an easy character to do.
No.
Would it work in the Schumacher campy cartoon ones?
No.
It probably could have, not Murphy's version, but the idea that you ingest or breathe in this, like, toxin or whatever it is, and you face your biggest nightmares, it shouldn't work in this, but he plays it as it, like, obviously he's like a psychologist or whatever in it, but he's, like, very cold, very clinical. I mean, the guy's a massive sociopath in it, but, like, I think you need to play it that way for it to make sense. The
bit I love, and the bit that, you know, fuck, we're dealing with a madman here, is when Tom Wilkinson's in Arkham and he's like, the voices, I've gone crazy, I've gone mad, like, so that he can get the insanity plea and not do proper jail time, right? And when Cillian Murphy brings out the mask and he's like, oh, this isn't anything to a guy like you, but these crazies, they can't stand it. And then even the way he's saying it, you're like, oh no, something's going to go down, something's going to go down. And then he sprays Tom Wilkinson with it. And like Tom Wilkinson's immediate crumble from big mafia boss or big whatever.
High Heejin.
Aye. To this like crumbling, screaming madman. And he just comes out and he's like, oh yeah, no, that guy's not faking. He's nuts. And it's like, ooh, Cillian, you're great.
It's only really when he puts that mask on, funny enough.
Ooh.
Metaphors, meanings. Ooh. Is that... what am I doing, man? I fucking hate podcasting. You three people that listen to this better love it. But yeah, like...
Tell your friends. So we can get 6 people.
It's only then where you really get like a bit of like manicness out of them.
Yes.
Aye, fucking scary. It's such a cool, like, it is a cool character, and there's just not enough of him in the other ones. I wish he was in more of the second one in that.
Yeah, because we only get him for 5 minutes at the bit that we love that we'll save, and then he's the kind of judge in the third one. Exile or death.
Right, we're getting to the big man, Big Neeson.
Big Neeson.
Big Qui-Gon Jinn.
Neeson. Oh, he's alright in this. Are you about to slag Liam Neeson?
No.
Darren's heart will break.
No, this is when Neeson actually gave a fuck.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, there's not really a lot to say. Liam Neeson plays Liam Neeson.
Yes, and he's the exposition king of this movie. Like, every line he says basically sets up what's going to happen 10 minutes later, you know?
Yeah.
But then it all comes full circle, though, by the third Nolan one. Like, it comes back to Ra's Al Ghul, do you know what I mean?
Big Qui-Gon.
I
mean, Liam Neeson's good. He was good when he bothered, then he's just kind of making all the same crap now. So, I don't really have a lot to say, and that sounds bad, but aye.
I think, Neeson's good in this movie, but you're kind of waiting for the Neeson part to be done so that you can see what Cillian's up to or what Christian's up to. Do you know what I mean? Look at me on first name terms with him. But I do like how hammy Neeson is. See when they bring the machine to get the water vapor out so that everyone gets things, and it's like, and the word is panic, and everyone's like, ah. It's so good. Also, shout out to baby Joffrey.
Fuck yeah.
Tiny baby Joffrey in this movie. What a prick. Kidding on, he's probably a lovely guy.
Aye. I mean, my one thing, I don't think that Ra's al Ghul is used like the most effective in this, because he is meant to be like one of the main, like one of the big bads in Batman.
Yeah.
And there is meant to be like a mystique thing and that about him, and them just saying, oh, it's me, and is it? Nah.
It's me, Pimbo.
Aye. If you look at anything about that, is it, this dude's better be a motto and all that shit, so it's
is
like,
it? Right, okay.
Alright, but you can't really add that into the movie.
Yeah, aye, especially like the Nolan movie based in realism, you can't be like, it's me. But then I suppose they kind of touch on it in this movie because Ra's Qui-Gon Jinn has like no face, like now when at the very start when Christian Bale's going through the training and he thinks that guy on the throne's Ra's al Ghul, but it's not. Like, so I suppose, and then obviously by the time you get to the third one, it's like the legend of Ra's al Ghul, like the legend of the League of Shadows and stuff. So I suppose you can kind of do the immortality take that way, where it's like Ra's al Ghul isn't one person, the League of Shadows isn't one person. Like,
Yeah, it's Liam Neeson. Like, I've a lot of time for his stuff. Like, is it ultimate? Like, turn your brain off, watch Liam Neeson act.
Huffing.
Aye,
Yeah.
but it's Liam Neeson. I mean, what else can you say? Plays Liam Neeson and everything.
Again, though, like you said, this is good Liam Neeson. This is when Liam Neeson cared.
This is when Liam Neeson had a good director telling him what to do.
Yes. Maybe that's Liam Neeson's problem.
I mean, the one part is he's kind of like the philosophical side of it, is that, right, they've done wrong. His view is we'll just kill them.
Yeah.
But he brings that argument into it, and is it, like, why shouldn't they be punished for what they've done? Like, is it if they do something wrong, they should be punished as severe?
Yes.
Because if not, other people are going to get away with doing other things.
Yeah, like, doesn't matter the severity of the crime kind of thing. Yeah, and I think, I mean, even Christian Bale says it to him at the start and at the end, and Liam Neeson's kind of like, only an idiot would say that Gotham is an innocent place, you know? And Gotham really does feel like more of a slum in this film.
Oh, yeah.
Like, everything feels really dirty and grimy and claggy, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do like that in this one anyway. Everything, it's kind of harkens back to a bit of the older ones, is everything just feels on top of each other.
Yeah, totally. And everything is just grimy and nothing feels like... Nothing feels safe just from when you're watching the film. Like, when it shows you, so yeah, even at the start when it shows you like baby Bruce Wayne and his mum and dad and they're on the train going towards Wayne Corporation, like, and you see how lovely and clean the train is and everything looks lovely, and then it really does seem like after the Waynes went down, Gotham just went to shit, because like when Katie Holmes is on the train, it's all graffitied and smashed and everybody and burnt out and everybody's looking dodgy and like,
dodgy.
No, you know what I mean.
You're
like,
looking dodgy, mate.
You're looking heavy dodgy, my guy.
Dodgy bastard.
And like, there's no area of Gotham that looks pleasant, you know, like at all. But then obviously we kind of clean that up as the rest of the movies go on. But I do like how grimy this movie feels, and I do like that Liam Neeson's basically like, well, yous are all arseholes. You live in a shithole. I'm gonna nuke the lot. He's like, okay, no bother. Like. I mean, right, wait a minute, because we're waffling. Have we spoke enough about Batman Begins to be able to go on to the next one?
I mean, we've not spoken about Gary Oldman, but we can talk about him this one.
Right, Gary Oldman has more to do in the next one, so we'll save it for this one. Right, if you thought we had a lot to say about Batman Begins, you just fucking wait until we get into The Dark Knight.
Fuck,
Ross, hit us with your patter.
So The Dark Knight, released in 2008, directed by Nolan again, obviously.
Funnily enough.
Starring
all of the above plus.
Yes. Like Christian Bale, Michael Caine, Heath Ledger, Gary Oldman, legend, Aaron Eckhart, Maggie Gyllenhaal, and Morgan Freeman.
And others.
And everybody else.
And
basically.
Everyone that was in the first one.
Yes. Can I just say, this intro has no right being this good.
No. What an opening, like, 10 minutes to this movie.
This could have been in any movie and it would be perfect.
I mean, they say the first 10 minutes of this is just heat, but like in a superhero movie, you know what I mean?
Like, just fucking beautiful, stunning work.
Yeah, totally. This movie was, if the first one was my, oh my God, this is cinema, this movie blew my mind. Now, I went to see this movie, and this is no joke, this is before I got a Cineworld card.
Yeah.
I went to see this movie 17 times without a Cineworld card back in the day. Anytime my pals wanted to hang about, I was like, can we go to the cinema and see The Dark Knight? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, this movie consumed my entire being.
I know.
Because we were just pals at this time. This movie consumed my entire being. I had posters, I had the t-shirts. I used to go to drama class on a Saturday, and there was a lane that you would walk down that the air conditioning sounded like a bit of the soundtrack from this movie, and I would walk down it specifically because I was like, oh, it's the Dark Knight alley, but it wasn't. It was just an alley with air conditioning. Like, 14-year-old me was not prepared for how much this movie was going to take over. Like, the DVD of this movie came out the day after my birthday, and I was more buzzing about the DVD coming out than I was about my actual birthday. Like, you don't understand how unreasonable I was when this movie came out.
I mean, I can't blame it, because this is just straight up one of the best movies ever made.
100%. If this is the only Nolan Batman you watch, you're in for a fucking treat. Do you know what I mean?
Aye. I mean, everything's just, it's hard to find fault in this movie.
I actually found this movie really hard to try and take notes about, because I didn't want to look away from it.
Yeah.
And this is our 148th viewing of this movie, that, do you know what I mean? Like, I honestly, like, in the notes for this podcast, this is the shortest notes I've got, purely because I couldn't stop watching the movie. That says something about this movie, that I've seen this movie at least 100+ times, and I'm never bored of it. Like, if you were to
Oh, no.
suggest at any point put the Dark Knight on, I'm fucking sad. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, this is the one where, like, they get their shit together. And it's like,
Absolutely.
let's just absolutely smash this.
Absolutely.
So, do you just want to get into, I mean, it's the best villain performance you're ever going to get, like, with Heath Ledger's Joker.
Oh, yeah, the Heath Ledger of it all. Like, the second he comes on screen, he commands your attention. Like, even with the mask on, when it's like, no, I killed the bus driver. And you're
Yeah.
like, all right, no bother. And, like, even the second he pulls the mask off, feel like when you watch this movie, you want more of just his face. Like,
Yeah.
like you want to just look at the detail in his face. Like, the makeup is obviously worn down. It's all in like his frown lines and stuff, but even like the scar and stuff, like there's so much to look at with Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
Never mind when you even get into the performance. Like, I do feel like this is one of those performances where you forget that's Heath Ledger. Like, that's the Joker.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Like, you're not watching this being like, remember him in Knight's Tale? A Knight's Tale, an episode we've already done. But like, you're not watching this being like thinking about any other Heath Ledger performance. You're like, nope, that's the Joker. And it's just a bastard, man, because I really feel like after this movie, he could have done anything. He could have flown. Do you know what I mean?
And he would have, like,
Aye.
The fact that he got the Oscar for this,
Posthumously.
yeah, maybe it was because of he passed that, but you couldn't not give him it. Like,
No.
He steals this movie, and this is a hard movie to steal.
Yes, because everyone's at an 11.
Yes. I mean,
the only one that's not in at 11 is Aaron Eckhart, because he's at 13.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, you've got Gary Oldman, phenomenal in this movie.
And we will get into the Gary Oldman of it all,
100%.
because we didn't speak about Gary Oldman the last one.
If you can, like, hang you a solid Gary Oldman performance and just make this movie about you, then, like, you deserve everything.
Absolutely. And do you know what? It says so much about Gary Oldman that he is a supporting character in this, and it's like, he's not shooting for the stars. He's just giving you a solid performance that's letting the rest of them bounce off. And yet, like, that Commissioner Gordon could be, because I feel like in the other movies, Commissioner Gordon he's not even Commissioner Gordon by this point. He becomes Commissioner Gordon halfway through. But like, in the other movies, Commissioner Gordon's a very kind of not looked over, but it's just like, all right, cool, there's the commissioner there. Whereas, like, no, like, Gary Oldman's like entrenched in these movies. Do you know what I mean?
You've got, like, it just shows you the amount of work they put into these. You have the commissioner's, like, character arc, which is something that has not been done in any other Batman thing I can think of.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
But it's just, see, like, even the way the Joker's portrayed, not just the performance in this, and is that he's not a guy that wants to kill Batman and that he's kind of just wanting to show people up for what they are.
He's an agent of chaos. Do you know what I mean? And it's again, I do realise this is a thing between Batman and the Joker, like killing game, yada yada, but this really shows you, like, they're equals. Do you know what I mean? Obviously either side of the spectrum, but they're equals there, and there is that bit in the middle where you're like, how the fuck is Batman going to get out of this? Like, see, especially the bit where the bad guys are the hostages are the bad guys, and the bad guys are the hostages now when he swaps them over. And you're and Batman has to come out as the bad guy to save the hostages. Like, the police are like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, that whole bit, you're sitting and you're like, oh, like, people slag off the ferry bit, which we'll talk about, but I think you still need that ferry bit, because it shows you that even although the Joker's trying to push and push and push, it really proves Batman's point of that, like, people are inherently going to do the right thing. Do you know what I mean?
That's the turning point in this movie, that, like, the Joker's, I mean, he planned this stuff out. He's just thrown enough fucking, like,
darts at the wall. Yeah.
But it is the turning point where it's like, right, oh wait, maybe there is something more to Gotham here.
Yeah.
But what I love about this is it shows you that for Batman becoming a mass vigilante, you're going to get these people to come in, like, as it's mentioned in the first one, is that, if Batman's here, then there's going to be somebody that has to counteract Batman.
Yep.
Get, what is it he says in it? You get guns, they get machine guns or something, whatever the whole quote is. And it is just a totally, like, that, like, the Joker is just a consequence of Batman being a thing.
Yeah. No, absolutely. See, even like when the Joker comes in to when the mob are all having their meetings in that kitchen, like in the middle of the night, and it's like, he, ah. And you're like, what?
Yeah. It's a scary performance and how good it is.
Absolutely. And I see, even to your point of that, like, it's not that the Joker wants to kill Batman. It's not really that the Joker wants to take over Gotham, because the mob don't get it. Like, see, when he's got that tower of money and he sets fire to his half, and it's like, it's not about that for him. Like, oh man, like, yeah, it's just so fucking good. Like, every set piece that has the Joker in it is sensational, and this movie is nothing but incredible set pieces back to back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, even like, because it's like in Chicago, well, Gotham City, the filmed in Chicago, it looks great. Like, they just really ramp everything up like an extra like 10-20% in this movie.
Yeah.
It does show in it.
Yeah. I wish you could see the pure smile on my face talking about this movie. I'm like, yeah.
Honestly, I don't think there's anything you can say about the Joker that is going to give it justice. Like, comes in, no backstory. He doesn't need a reason as to why he be here. He's just like, Batman's here, so I'm just gonna be here. Yeah,
like, he does like 3 different stories about his scars, so you never know what one's true. When he gets captured, well, he allows himself to be captured, and there's nothing in his pockets but knives and lint. Was it knives and lint, they say?
Yeah.
And it's like, even there's a potato peeler in his pocket. The fuck do you need a potato peeler for? And even like when it's the bit where they're taking Harvey Dent or they're trying to take Harvey Dent to the police station.
Yeah.
And it's the big truck that said, instead of like laughter is the best medicine, it says slaughter is the best medicine and stuff. And when Batman, I mean, we never even spoke about the Batmobile in the first one, but when the Batmobile becomes the Bat motorbike, and it's like, I want you to do it, hit me, and all this, and you're like, oh my god, it's so good.
Oh yeah, he's just like the ultimate psychopath.
100%, and like, he's not scared of anything. He's not scared of dying. He's not scared of jail. Like, you can't. There's nothing you can. Well, I mean, he says that to Batman. Like, you have nothing to threaten me with.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do. Like, Batman has to come off his high horse to kind of meet Joker. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you're going to need to break your little rule to find your friends later on. Do you know what I mean? It's so good.
That's it. He wants. I mean, in this movie, I know there's been arguments before. Is that Batman doesn't win in this film?
No.
Like, I know they go on about, Bane broke him and all that too.
No, Bane broke him physically.
Yeah, the Joker is the first one to kind of, like, are you going to hold to your word here? Because if you do, like, I am going to fuck so many things up. I have no rules here, but you do. So, like, how you going to cope with this?
And that's the thing, isn't it? Because you can really see, and not to skip over, but like, this entire movie, like, the Joker manages to break everyone except Commissioner Gordon. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously Harvey Dent becomes broken and turns into Two-Face. You can see by the end of this movie when Batman has to be like hunted. Yeah. When you start The Dark Knight Rises, he's been in retirement and stuff. You know, like, he's a shell of a man in the third one. So like, you can really see the impact of the Joker throughout this movie, and even going into the next one. It's just great. Like, again, I've said this about 10 times, but it's everything about this movie is beautiful. Do you know what I mean?
That's the problem, is we might not be doing this justice by not having it like 50 minutes long like the last one, but I've not wrote a lot here. No. Like, this movie's fucking stunning.
100%. And this is another one where, see, when I said the music in Batman Begins is great, this, again, the music's ramped up to another level. It's that kind of like, I feel like this is when you really get into like the Nolan of the music. Do you know what I mean? And even like the Joker music has like a kind of feel to it. It's got that kind of tinny thing going on. Oh, just exquisite part. Yeah. And again, like, just even the fact that like everything's kind of evolved again, like his suit's better, his bat lair is better, because obviously Wayne Manor's getting built up again, so he's living in his bat penthouse with the bat panic room and all this shit, right?
It's like they have to go to the docks, the Wayne docks, and everything's down there, And fucking hell, man, so good.
I know. And like, even like, again, like, no, I said like the one-liners in the first one. In this movie alone, you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. You have some men just want to watch the world burn. An unstoppable force meets an immovable object. Take your pick of why so serious speeches. Do you know what I mean?
Fuck, aye.
Like, honest, like, if this movie is, if the first one was quotable, this one is more quotable. But again, I don't know if that's just me and my special interest of this film. But like, just everything about it is great. Can we talk about Aaron Eckhart for 5 minutes?
Aye, go for it.
Right. This man, if everyone in this movie is at 11, he is at a 13, right? Like, his line deliveries are quite something else. But I've never seen Aaron Eckhart good in anything else except this movie. I've tried to watch a couple of his stuff, but I feel like this for him was his thing. And
this is his biggie, yeah.
If there's any Aaron Eckhart fans out there that want to correct us, please do. I didn't really realise he had a massive fan base. But just in case, you know.
That's it. Tell us the movies, we'll watch them.
100%. But if you say, "I Frankenstein," you're getting slapped.
Get the fuck.
I Frankenstein.
But,
and obviously, Aaron Eckhart has that. He has the performance of, he has to play noble Harvey Dent and then immediately become mental Two-Face, right? Now, I like him as Two-Face, but going to stop shouting at me. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
I feel like when he's Two-Face, he's just like, "Argh!" But, and the only flaw of this movie, and it's not even a flaw because it's fine, I never liked it. I never liked his Two-Face face. Like, I understand that it's like half a melted face. I always just thought it looked like a Terminator mask.
I think it does look a bit... I don't even know if he could have done better at the time. I'm no expert on that, but I do think... I get you. It's not great, is it?
Like, the jaw part's cool, but for me, it always just looked like the Terminator exoskeleton, which I understand looks like a skeleton. Shut up, you know what I mean, right? There was never something about it that... It was never something that clicked with me. I remember even at the time when that first time when he turns around, and I was just like, oh, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that it's meant to be, like, see that bit you're talking about where he turns around, you see the two faces, funny enough.
Yeah, funnily enough.
I get that it's meant to be jarring, but I don't think, for me anyway, it wasn't jarring in the way they expected that. It looked silly.
Yeah. Also, shout out to my lack of Batman knowledge when I was 14, right? Because I remember going to see this in the cinema with my sister, and obviously Harvey Dent. And then he goes like that to Commissioner Gordon. He's like, "What is it they used to call me?" And it's like, "Harvey Two-Face. And I remember in the cinema being like, "Oh, no way!"
Oh
and
my God.
And my sister turned around like, "What?" I never saw this coming.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the weak point in this, but it's still like it's not a big problem.
Yeah, like not in the way that Katie Holmes was the weak point in the first one. Like, it's literally just Two-Face. Like, it's not even that it's weak. It's just not there with everyone else. But again, like, his Two-Face performance, like, that's the Joker's destroyed him. The Joker's destroyed Rachel.
Yeah.
And like, oh, actually no, I'm talking shite. The other flaw of this movie, but again, tiny little flaw, it's always pissed me off. And if somebody could tell me if I've missed something in my 100 million views, let me know. But see, when the Batman and the Joker are speaking about, so Harvey Dent's in one place and Rachel's in the other, they could either be in one place or several.
Yeah.
And Batman shouts Rachel to Gordon. Gordon tells everybody the address, and yet Batman shows up at Dent's, and they do what? And they show up at Rachel's not in time. I don't. Was there a bit skipped? What's going on? Like, no, take it from me, Rachel.
I get you, but I think there might be a scene missing.
Yeah, that bit pisses me off every time.
Where Batman, there must be somewhere where he changes his mind, because obviously Aaron Eckhart, he's meant to be like he is, like, he's going to be the Knight of Gotham. He does, like,
the White Knight.
Yeah, he's going to be like the White Knight, the savior of Gotham. They won't need Batman, and obviously that's Christian Bale's plan in this, is that I want to get to a point where Batman's not needed, and this guy's the one to, like, he's the one to do it. I mean, he's the go-getter. He's putting all these criminals away.
Yeah.
So I've got to assume that they can get Rachel. I need to make sure that Harvey Dent is still alive.
So
and,
that I can stop being Batman. Yeah.
And it's not a mistake on his part, but there is something, there's got to be something that's done.
Yeah, like a wee scene that's been dipped or something, because that bit always annoys me, because I'm like, wait a minute, how have we all decided who's going, like, to swap? Do you know what I mean? But see what you were saying about, obviously, like, Batman's building up to no be Batman anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, he talks about it from the start of the movie, do you know what I mean? When he's sewing up his own arm from, like, the dog bites and stuff. And when he says to Rachel, like, oh, I'm kind of trying, I want to give this up to be with you, will you wait for me? And it's even that, like, after Rachel's gone, Rachel, like, he's devastated. Like, Batman is devastated because he's like, she was going to wait for me. And obviously that's when Alfred's like, oh, you don't need to see this note that Rachel was basically telling you, fuck off. Do you know what I mean? But even, like, the dinner scene when the Russian ballet dancer is talking and she's like, why do you need a masked vigilante? And Harvey Dent's like, no, like, the people see him as hope. And that's kind of when Bruce Wayne is like, right, cool, you're my way out. And then it's that, like, one fundraiser with my pals, you'll never need another cent. Fuck off.
It's cool to see.
How many of this movie's lines have I just dropped in? Sorry, carry on.
It is cool to see, like, Bruce, he obviously has to play it as nonchalant as possible.
Yeah.
But, like, you could just see bits of when he's like, he's like, oh, like, I fucking love this guy.
Yeah, it's the bit at the restaurant and you just see it in his eyes and he's like, cool, no bother, I'm in. I'm stealing your birds and I'm away.
That's what I like with this, is that realistically, right, given all the shit that Bruce Wayne does, how long can you keep that up?
Yeah, man.
Like, what is he? 20s or 30s, right? You've probably got you're not even talking a decade of fucking falling off buildings and getting shot in that. Like,
nah, not how much you're putting your body through. And you see that in the third one as well, do you know what I mean?
I know that, and obviously superheroes great in that, but they do not fuck about and showing it. This man's a human.
That's the thing. Like, Batman is just a guy, just a rich guy that has cool suits and cool cars. Do you know what I mean?
Just happens to get trained by one of the most elite fucking...
The League of Shadows.
But yeah, I love that he is trying to get out and he doesn't want to do this, because the longer he does this, is that it shows you that it's not working.
Yeah.
There's moral dilemmas everywhere you go in this
Honestly,
movie.
it's beautiful. It's like, absolutely beautiful.
Actual fuck you, Nolan, for making some of the best movies. It is insulting to me that you're so talented.
I leave some for the rest of us, my guy.
Aye.
We're trying to get 6 listeners here, do you know what I mean?
Can I just mention, like, some of the set pieces in this film?
Yes!
Now, this was the first movie ever filmed on IMAX cameras.
Nice. Of course Nolan did that.
Because
arsehole.
And I think the first bit was when he has to go to Hong Kong to get the accountant.
Yeah. When he comes flying in. Oh my god. This movie's great. Sorry, carry on.
How, like, just epic, and it feels epic in scale and everything.
Yep.
And I don't know if that is an IMAX camera thing.
Or if it's just that, yeah, totally.
But see, between that and the 18-wheeler scene, like, the fact that the 18-wheeler scene is practical.
See, when you watch that 18-wheeler flip, and it's in the slow motion as it goes over, incredible. It's even the bit where, like, when Batman's weaving his way through the wheels and then the Joker just kind of turns round as the thing to, you know when people say, if I come in and a movie's on the telly, I'm going to watch it, right? See if I came home and it was literally just from Harvey Dent stepping forward and saying, I am the Batman, and up until Batman driving at the Joker, and see if I could only watch that one bit, I would be fucking satisfied. Oh my god.
Like, I keep saying it and I keep repeating myself, and I know, but it's just some of the best scenes in, like, movie history.
Totally, because that bit as well, like, you think Commissioner Gordon's dead, you think he's been shot, and then when he comes round to Harvey Dent, and it's like, I had to play this one close to the chest, you know? That's the thing as well, that's Gordon's moral, if you want to go off the moral dilemma thing, that's Gordon's moral dilemma in this movie, is that he knows that he's surrounded by corrupt cops in his special unit, but he keeps saying to Harvey Dent, I can only work with what I work with, you know what I mean? Like, you're no giving me much here. But then even to the point where he knows, like, I have to fake my death so that I can still be a part of this.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
so it
It's
gives us something against the
yeah,
Joker. Like
yeah.
if it does,
Commissioner Gordon.
I
Yeah,
mean,
totally, totally.
then it doesn't really, but I get the idea. I think Gary Oldman, he's kind of like the moral anchor.
Yes.
Like he's always very. We need to do everything like by the law, not because if we start that, we're no better than anybody.
And look at the third one again, skipping ahead, but like he basically has to deal with Gotham in the third one because Batman's
Yeah.
out the game and all that, and he still does it. He still holds to his righteous code. Do you know what I mean? And tries to get everybody going. Like, yeah, no, I totally get what you're saying. Absolutely.
I just hanging about Gary Oldman, Commissioner Gordon. He's only like one more bit of bad news away for like total fucking implosion. Like, see then,
100%.
this is how good.
Harvey, don't point that gun at my son.
This is how good Gary Oldman is he's fucking brown in this.
Yep.
He's not your usual Gary Oldman.
No.
He's not like
He's very totally, because he's very understated in this movie. Like Gary Oldman, you're always waiting for him to like flip his lid. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't really raise his voice a lot in these movies. He's very calm. Well, as I say that, as calm as Gary Oldman can be.
But it's just with him, you just get this like feeling anxiety all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, like that man must like pop Gaviscon like it's nobody's business.
Mate.
Like the hot mum that man must have.
100%. Shout out David Dasmalkian, by the way. Is that even how you pronounce his name? I always pronounce it like Malky. Like this.
It changes every time.
Big Davy Malky. Big Davy Malky.
He's another one. He's very underrated.
He is so underrated, and I like. But to me, he will always be like. See if I forget his name, but you're never going to forget a name like Big Davy Malky.
Or whatever,
Do you know what I mean? Like he's always the guy for the Dark Knight because again, he's in this movie for 5 minutes, but like. Yes, do you know what I mean? And all he does is like stare and give like a menacing giggle, and you're like, yup. Like, keep that man working. That man is great.
100%. Like even in like Late Night with the Devil and that, it just fucking
yes. Have you seen? I can't remember if I've told you or if I don't think I have made you watch it. He does this talk show, and it's basically him in one coffin and like a celebrity in another coffin, and they don't look at each other, but they talk. I can't remember what it's called. I'll show you. No. It sounds nuts, right? But it's actually really
want to get nuts?
Let's get nuts. But it's really, really good. And it's like David Dasmalkian in one coffin. He's just done it with Erin Moriarty from The Boys. And she's in one coffin. And they're not looking at each other. They're just kind of talking. And I think it kind of frees people up because it just kind of feels like you're having a conversation rather than staring while having an interview. It sounds like a pure wild concept, but genuinely, I can't believe I've not made you watch an episode. I'll make you watch one later on. Genuinely, if you haven't watched it, please watch it. It's nuts but great. Do you know what I mean? But just shout out Big Davy Malky. Do you know what I mean?
Big Malky, he's amazing.
Big Davy Malky. But basically, yeah, The Dark Knight is incredible, and we've probably not covered half of what we should cover. But it's purely because I don't know what to say. How do you talk about perfection? Do you know what I mean?
There is so much you can unwind from this movie. Like there's themes, there's what characters do, how they react to stuff and that's how you know how good a movie is. You can dissect this the same way you could The Godfather.
Yes.
I'm going to say that with my full chest.
No, absolutely.
Like, this has everything. It's considered an all-time great. This hits every checkmark.
Like, we could probably do a whole episode just on this movie, but I would really need to try and take notes because I'm just like, yeah, do it again, say it again. Like
the deep dive you could do in this, and from the side of any character in this would be fucking. Honestly, it would hurt my head trying to think about how much you could do.
No, I know. We'll kind of wrap up The Dark Knight now, just purely because we don't want this to be a 4-hour podcast. Do you know what I mean? But just know there's more we could say, but I'm just really feared that if I let myself fully go, we will be here till dinner time tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? Like, I could keep going. So we'll wrap it up here. Thank you very much. If you want a standalone episode in The Dark Knight, we'll give you it, but I think this is plenty. And Ross, final one, hit us with your power.
So, Dark Knight Rises 2012. Directed by Big Nolan boy again. Starring Christian Bale, Michael Caine, Gary Oldman, Anne Hathaway, Tom Hardy, Marion Cotillard, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and yet again, Morgan Freeman.
excellent. But do you know we barely spoke about Morgan Freeman in any of these?
He's not in it much.
What, in this film? Or just in general?
In general.
Even though he's Lucius Fox and basically gives Batman all of his shit.
Yeah, but he's in it for like he's just a yes man to Batman, right? Enough
Yeah,
said
yeah,
about
yeah.
him. Fuck him.
Yeah. So obviously Dark Knight Rises comes out in 2008. This one doesn't come out until 2012 because obviously your boy Heath Ledger passed away. Pour one out for a fallen soldier.
Yeah, the story is that I believe Heath Ledger, the Joker, was going to be in the third one.
Yeah, so Nolan wanted the Joker to come back because
Okay.
obviously in The Dark Knight, you don't see what happens to the Joker. He's just left hanging upside down as Batman goes to fucking sort out Harvey Dent. Do you know what I mean? It's left very, very open. And I think, and now this is just me, this is just my thoughts, this might not be correct, but I think these movies were supposed to be like a Batman Joker arc. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously he's introduced at the end of the first one, full second one. We're never going to know what was going to happen in the third one. I did read somewhere that the third one was going to be based off of the Killing Joke, but I feel like whenever you look anything up about Batman, they say that everything's going to be based off the Killing Joke. So fair enough. But if it was to be based off of that, it would make sense because obviously you've had the whole second movie of the Joker basically chipping away at everything that makes Batman, you know? So like, where are you going with this? And obviously Killing Joke is incredibly beloved amongst the Batman community.
Probably the most famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do feel like with this movie does feel like it went through some pretty mental rewrites or some pretty rushed rewrites. This movie is good. It just gets a bit much. And it is the weaker of the three. But when I say the weaker of the three, this is still an 8 out of 10 when the others are like a 9 and a 10. Do you know what I mean?
I think what brings this one down, and it's weird to say, is the story.
No, absolutely.
This is too comic-y, too superhero-y. Do you get what I mean?
I think I wouldn't mind it if this movie was just Bane coming to take down Batman and wants to get rid of Gotham, right? But it's when Batman heals his broken back in like a month. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Deshi, basara. Oh, I've got a story about that as well. But like, yeah, it's when it starts to get too unrealistic for me from about the halfway mark. And I'm with you for like Bane being this kind of like domestic terrorist of like, I'm going to take Gotham back to its roots and I'm going to make everybody equal and yada yada. I can fuck with that. But after he breaks Batman's back and puts him in the cave, which is supposed to be the other side of the world from Gotham, it's basically from there, the second half to the last quarter of the movie is just so over the top and unrealistic. And I do find it really jarring because the rest of the Batman movies are based in realism, based in this is our time, blah, blah, blah. And then it's just like, oh, Batman's back's fixed and he manages to make it back to Gotham in like a day. And it's like, what?
They take a lot of liberties on this one.
Absolutely. And then it goes from like, you've got 14 hours to stop the bomb to like 10 seconds. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think when Batman comes back, you've got half an hour to save Gotham and they're all fucking about having conversations. But by this point, I'm like, we don't have time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I feel bad because Tom Hardy, he had the impossible job.
Yes. Because how do you follow The Dark Knight? And I don't think that Tom Hardy does a bad performance, but he got ripped apart for like the mask and the voice.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
It's not his choice.
Yeah, exactly. And I think like, I mean, I think the Bane voice, fair enough. Do you know what I mean? Like, why in?
Yeah.
Again, it's something we can all take the piss out of, but I don't think Tom Hardy's bad in this movie. I think if you had someone that couldn't convey every emotion that they are feeling through their eyes, you would be fucked, right? Because that is literally the only part of Bane you can see. And there's the part where Bane gets hurt and you can see in his eyes that he's like, I think if you had somebody who was really flat, you wouldn't do it. Like,
No.
I understand in this movie, Bane... I mean, what a jump from Schumacher's Bane to this Bane, where Schumacher's one is like tinged green and just goes burn all the time, whereas this is a very, like, this Bane's got thoughts, you know, this Bane has thoughts and opinions, like, he's a smart man, but he is this big hulking dude, you know? I remember when I remember when this came out, when the picture of Bane was first released,
Yeah.
and everyone was like that picture of the over his
Uh-huh.
back, and everyone was like, no fucking way, because they did that thing where it was like you had to download something every day
Yeah.
to get the full photo. Shit like that was so cool. Bring that back.
Yeah.
Because I remember me and my pal at the time, I wonder what he's up to now. Hi James, if you're listening. We would sit and like I would have some pixels and he would have some pixels and we were like, what the fuck's going on? Do you know what I mean? And then there was also this thing where you could send, it was on the Batman website or whatever the website for this movie was. You could play the recording of Deshi Basara Basara, and you could send in the recording of you doing it. So like the chant is like the fans are supposed to be, and I sent in about 10, so you can definitely hear me in this movie. I'm at the back going Deshi Basara Basara. And this was our like shut up. This was our like second date as well, and I remember you turned out to try and kiss me, and I was like, "What are you doing? Batman is on," and you were just like, "Okay." You were trying to go romantic in the cinema, and I was like, "Fuck off!"
After the fifth time we've seen it, you asshole. As you were talking about, see the look of Bane in this, like Tom Hardy is just. He's like Christian Bale in that way that he will change his whole body for a role.
Absolutely, because I think you can even tell by this one, Christian Bale's obviously huge in the second one, but he's really big in this one. Him and Tom Hardy were clearly hitting the gym together.
Oh, fuck yeah. I was watching an interview with Tom Hardy about his preparation for Bane. He was like, I don't want him to be this big muscly, like big bodybuilder muscly dude. He's like, I want him to be like a brawler. Like, I think I don't know the maths by now, but he's like, I'm at 20% body fat. A bodybuilder's not going to have that.
Yeah, I think it adds to Bane, though, that he does look like this big brawler. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's not... Because you see it when Bane punches people, man. They fly, do you know what I mean? I think if you had Bane as this, like, huge hulking bodybuilder, it'd been like, wait a minute, where have you had time to work out like that? Whereas just the fact that he's huge, he's not defined in it, and he's just hulking, do you know what I mean?
It makes sense, because he's not going to be a guy that can stick to a diet and hit a gym routine. Like,
he's trying.
The man's busy.
Yeah, he's trying to blow up Gotham and that. He's trying to get scientists to make nuclear bombs. Do you know what I mean?
But it's a good, like...
The man's busy. Terrorism's a busy business.
Full-time job.
Yeah, the start of this movie, Batman is like, he's basically like, they take the piss out of him. Like, he's a mad shut-in. They're all like, oh, he's got long fingernails and a beard, and he just scuttles about his house. Like, after the second one, like from the death of Harvey Dent, because there's 8 years between the second one and this one in the movie, and like the movie starts off with like the anniversary of Harvey Dent's death, and Commissioner Gordon's about to tell everybody what actually happened with Harvey Dent, and then he's like, now's not the time, do you know what I mean? And they're getting rid of Commissioner Gordon. They're going to sack him off. Matthew fucking Modine, man, what a prick. He's always a prick.
But that's the thing. They think they don't need him.
Yeah, they're like, oh, he was in wartime. This is peacetime kind of thing, and you can just see like Christian Bale, like Bruce Wayne, on the roof watching all this and stuff, and he's walking about with a cane, and he's really, really small at the start of this movie.
Like, the effects of everything that he's done in these movies is like caught up with him quickly.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, there's the bit when he decides, because it's only when Catwoman steals his stuff that he's like, ooh. And when he goes to the doctor and they're like, you have no cartilage in your elbows and knees, your back is fucked, you've got like so much scar tissue on your organs, like you shouldn't be doing a thing. And he's like, okay. And he does that mad knee brace thing.
Oh, that just looks painful.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But you see him like at the start, and he really is. He's this like, or looks this really like thin. Yeah, doesn't look well. And then when it comes time to get Bane, he's like, I'm Batman again.
Yeah. This is the first person you see in any of these movies that, even at their best, you're like, no, Bane would kick fuck out of Batman.
100%. 100%.
It's even as he says it, you play at this, I do this. Like, when he's like, oh, the shadow stuff, and that's it. No, you haven't been through anything I've been through.
You merely adopted the dog. Yeah. By the time I came out, I was blinding. You put your hand over your mouth and you're like, Mr. Wayne. But I think Tom Hardy gets a bad rap for Bane. I think, see, especially watching it now, like, this is probably my least watched one, and I've still probably watched it about 50 times. But I think Tom Hardy gets a bad rap because, and I don't know if it's the mask or the voice, because I think when you do watch it, you can hear that he's overdubbed the voice. Like, the voice is a bit too clear. Do you know what I mean? Like,
they would have to.
but I don't think he's bad in this movie. I just think it really is the second half of this movie that kind of falls apart. Do you know what I mean?
The problem is, for me anyway, the villain's not as interesting, which, even through anything, I don't think Bane's as interesting as a Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Catwoman's story arc is very bizarre.
Yeah.
Like that thing that, I mean, we were talking about it as it was on, is it, oh, you need to give me the code or something that wipes out my whole thing, and is it, but they've not caught you yet, so why do you need that?
Yeah. She's only really got like one like rap sheet. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For like stealing, like.
But so it doesn't matter. What is she going to go on to do?
Yeah, you just don't like Anne Hathaway either.
No, but it's nothing about Anne Hathaway. It's just the idea that Catwoman's just doing this so she can get this special thing that wipes everything away for her. Did they what?
Yeah, the blank slate. Yeah, and she kind of adopts the. She does the Batman voice for Catwoman. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, when at the very start, first time she meets Bruce Wayne, and she's like, oh no. And then as soon as the voice goes down, she's like, pity. And it's this like low, seductive, sultry tone. Do you know what I mean? But what I do like about her Catwoman is she plays into everybody's perceptions. Do you know what I mean? So see at the start when she's got the governor pissed at the bar, and she gives the prince, and then the police come in, so she starts freaking out, and she's like, oh my god, and then like runs. Like, she's a very capable woman. But yeah, it's also the issue of the only thing different about her appearance is a mask that covers her eyes, and people are like, oh no, whoever could Catwoman be? Do you know what I mean? Like,
No, it pisses me off and all.
the glasses that turn into ears.
No, that's another thing. Actually,
Right, okay. I thought you were going to talk about that.
The thing that really irritates me is, so see when Batman and Catwoman, they know each other's real identities.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do they still speak in that voice? What is the need? Even when we've not even got into fucking Joseph Gordon-Levitt, right?
Oh.
See when they say three of them, they all know who each other is. And he's like, hey, Catwoman, do that. Fuck off! You know who it is. It really got in my tits.
No, I 100%. You all know who each other are. Calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
Totally.
It's, oh, fuck. I got really angry watching it, I remember. Really fucking angry.
Because I think we might not like this movie.
I need to say, I don't think it's good.
I think it's... I don't...
There's too many inconsistencies in it.
Yeah.
To be the same as the first two.
Yeah. I think... I'm trying here. I think if you save the first half... I think there's good elements to it, but no, it's not great. Like, this is the Godfather 3 to Christian...
Yeah.
This is the Godfather 3 of Christian Bale's trilogy. Like, if they just left it at Batman Begins and The Dark Knight, cool. Do you know what I mean? But they didn't. And I think, I wonder if there was like a time limit on when this movie had to be out, because obviously they had to take their time, but I mean, at what point? I don't think Bane's a bad villain. I like that his idea is just like, nope, we're just gonna fucking wipe Gotham out and we're gonna blah blah blah. Like, I don't mind his like kind of anarchic take. Do you know what I mean? Because like they said the joke, but I think that's the thing though, is like they said the Joker was anarchic, but he was like, no, I'm just an agent of chaos. Like, introduced a little bit of anarchy and everyone goes nuts. Whereas Bane's like, fuck it, I'll do that. You're absolutely right. But I feel like Bane came out of nowhere. Do you know what I mean? Like, he wasn't introduced anywhere, which again is not his fault. They've clearly had to rewrite it. But, like, the Joker was introduced at the end of Batman Begins where they're like, oh, and he's left his calling cards. Yeah. Whereas Bane came out of fucking nowhere and, like, immediately ramped everything up to, like, a 12. Do you know what I mean? That being said, though, the set piece of the football match, really fucking cool.
Oh, that's
really, really cool.
That's probably the best part.
Also, really, like... That's the thing, though, is, like, the set pieces in this movie are still cool. Like, the opening where... Although, another thing, right? And another thing... Littlefinger from Game of Thrones, can't remember the guy's real name, the Irish actor.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
On the plane with Bane, and he's doing this thing where, like, no, when he's pretending to, like, kill them, and it's like, well, he didn't last long, and Bane's like, why would you shoot a man before throwing him off of a plane?
Yeah.
And that was a really bad
That
Bane
was
verse.
one of the worst ones ever.
That was like Bane if he was a Muppet. But, like, he's doing this thing where he's like, it's almost like he's got a sassy hip. And he's throwing his gun over and he's like, why would you tell me? And I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, just stand up. Like, you're fine.
Yeah, I got you.
But, like, that bit's cool. The Wall Street bit's cool. Shout out to Glenn Powell. There was a Glenn Powell cameo.
Shout out to Glenn Powell and the Continental.
Yeah. The bank is the Continental from John Wick.
Aye.
It all comes back to John Wick,
John
guys.
Wick does everything.
John Wick is in the pipeline, by the way. We've just been really busy, okay? Leave us
Yeah, we've
alone.
been doing about fucking 9 Batman movies.
But, like, there are really cool set pieces. It's just even the fight between Bane and Batman, because I remember when we went to see this in the cinema, and when Bane drops Batman on his knee, you and me were both like, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because we've always done where we try and go into movies as blind as possible.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So we didn't know what was coming at all. So that was really cool. But I kind of even remember at the cinema, I remember the last bit being like, oh, what's going on here? Because time goes really fast. Batman heals his back in a month. When he finally gets to Gotham, it's something like they've got half an hour, 40 minutes to save Gotham.
Yeah.
But then they still have to go through, like, the Scarecrow's court. Him and Catwoman have to have their talk with their voices, even though they know who they are. They have to release all the police from, like, the underground, blah, blah, blah. Then you find out Marion Cotillard is Riz Raj Ross's daughter. Like, it's a lot seems to happen in 40 minutes, and it's like, I don't know about that. Do you know what I mean?
Even the idea that, right, we're going to trap every police officer in Gotham
I
City.
don't mind that, though.
Why would they be there? To hunt fucking Bane?
Yeah, well,
you would not send every police officer you've got.
But that's the thing, right? Matthew Modine in this movie is a prick, right? But he keeps calling, and we'll get into Joseph Gordon-Levitt, but he keeps calling Joseph Gordon-Levitt a hothead when he's the most hot-headed one. Like, he's the one that's like, send everyone, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then because of his actions, it's basically down to Gary Oldman, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and a couple of the rest of them. He shites his cell, he stays in his house.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I can't do it. Whereas, like, again, Gary Oldman really has to lead the charge at the end of this movie to be like, okay, we figured out that this van's doing this and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And so by the time Batman comes back, Gary Oldman's like, I fucking got this, my guy. Don't worry about it. Do you know what I mean? Even that bit, though, that set piece of, like, the fight between when all the police are released and they all start doing the run up, and then you've got the fight between Batman and Bane. That bit's really cool.
Yeah.
There are really, really cool bits in this movie.
It has its moments.
It's just not great. It's just it's not that it's not great. It's the weaker of the three. But there are really, really cool moments. It's just it's a tough one to talk about because you're like, fuck. But then how much of that is their fault in the rushed rewrites, and how much of it is just fuck we had to do with what we had to do? Do you know what I mean?
Because they're looking up, they're not sure. Like, there's no confirmation or like this was all going to happen, but they were not sure how the Joker was going to be in this movie.
Yeah.
If he was going to be the main character.
Yeah.
Or if he was going to be like, because he could have been the judge.
Yeah, he could have been Scarecrow's part. Yeah.
Because this would have been the anarchy he wanted.
Yes, that's true. And then you would have found another part for Cillian Murphy because, of course, he had to be in it. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, there could have been I don't even know, like, something with Arkham, because Arkham's never back in it.
No, weird. Yeah, Arkham's only really in it in the first one.
Yeah. So it could have been something like that, but you just never know. And I do think it'd have been best to keep the two. This one is worth. I'm not saying you can't watch it. It is a good movie, but it is. I think because the second one was so good.
Yes.
The third one suffers.
And I think you can hear with us talking about it, we are going back and forwards, and we are really trying to be like 1 minute we're like, this is shit. No, it's actually not. Oh no, but it's terrible. But no, it's not. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, and
you don't like Joseph Gordon-Levitt or Anne Hathaway in this movie either, which doesn't add to your love of this film.
Should they be in Christopher Nolan Batman movies? No.
See, to be honest, but this was right. We'll talk about Joseph Gordon-Levitt first, right? this was around the time where Joseph Gordon-Levitt he was in everything, right? And everybody loved him, myself included. I was super about Joseph Gordon-Levitt, not anymore because he's a dick, but this was like your 500 Days of Summer. This was your indie darling. This is Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Then it was Inception, and then it was this. And what annoys me about, and this sounds bad, right? No, it doesn't fucking, right? But like, what annoys me about Joseph Gordon-Levitt in this movie is they keep being like, oh, somebody get this hot head out of here and all this. And it's like, he didn't even raise his voice. Like, Joseph Gordon-Levitt does not go above slightly annoyed in this movie. Do you know what I mean? Like, he goes from calm to a wee bit annoyed. The only time he gets proper raging is the bit where he's trying to get across the bridge and they're like, we will shoot you. That's the only time when they blow the bridge and he's like, you've killed us all. That's it. That's the one time that Joseph Gordon-Levitt gets angry in this movie. So either change the lines in the script that say, get this hothead out of here when he's not he's not a hothead at all, or get somebody else to play it. Joseph Gordon-Levitt was good, but like, do you know what I mean? I just feel like he's not capable of big, huge emotion. Maybe he is. I don't know.
I think it's just so he's so unbelievable in this movie.
Yeah, you're watching Joseph Gordon-Levitt play Robin.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Spoiler alert.
That's the other thing I was about to say. Why are we including Robin so late in the game here?
Yes, when you know this is the last one. Yeah,
you were never going to make... Nolan was never going to make a Robin movie.
No.
So why... I get it's a little like nod and a wink, like, oh look, remember on, but you don't need it.
No.
You really don't need it, in my opinion.
I agree.
And Catwoman... I mean...
You're never getting better than Michelle Pfeiffer, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but even then... I think Catwoman's quite a born character. Like, she's a thief, that's it.
Yeah, I think in this one they tried to make her more not just like a jewel thief, you know? She's like stealing fingerprints so that the bad guys can do stuff. But Catwoman's always kind of been on that fine line between anti-hero and antagonist, do you know what I mean? Where she does bad things, but some of them she feels bad about. Do you get what I mean? But I do think they tried to give Catwoman a bit too much of a conscience in this movie. Like, I think from the halfway point, I think especially after Batman gets his back broken, she really develops a conscience in this movie, which is like, obviously, do you know what I mean? But also the fact that Bruce Wayne comes back and he's like, oh, you're right, doll, do you want to get with me? And it's like, she fucking led you to getting your back broke for you to be in this fucking cave. Are you joking?
Yeah, I find it ridiculous, the fact that so she leads him to the underground bit where Ben breaks it but calls him Bruce Wayne.
She's heavy shocked. Yeah.
But then that's the point, is that, oh wait, maybe not all rich people are bad or something? Is it a weird thing?
Yeah, this movie has a real, like, see where the other two have like really deep, like there's threads you can pull in the other two.
Really strong, yeah.
This one is just eat the rich, basically.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't really remember politically what was happening in 2012. I can assume it was a lot of shit as what is going on now. Do you know what I mean? But this film is basically just eat the rich, like fuck rich people. Like there doesn't really feel like much depth other than that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I do think if you make this the second one and have the Joker as the third one, also you would need to change a couple things.
Yeah.
That it'd be better.
This is like your take on the Halloween reboot, that the last one should have been the first one.
Yeah. Like I generally think that if you have Batman fucked, like really broken in that, and in the last one, but have the Joker in it, it makes more sense for him to come back. Because I've done all this stuff, stop Bane, save Gotham.
And then the Joker pops up. You
can make that the reason all the bosses and that are away, because it's like the fucking Bane's done this. Then the Joker's coming in to really, like, oh, I'm going to just destroy Gotham, not in the way of, like, big nuclear bomb, which we never really go into.
Yeah. Anyway, carry on and then we'll get
like
it.
That, but he's broken in that. Bane's really physically messed him up.
Yeah.
Then it comes into the Joker
where the Joker mentally fucks him up. Yeah. Ooh, I like this plan.
I think that would have been a better play than like what they've done. Obviously, stuff happened, so we can't really like, oh my god, why didn't we do it?
Yeah,
But,
fuck's sake, Heath.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like, no,
so-
I know.
I do think that story would have been better. That's just my opinion. Maybe people listening to this be like, you're a fucking dick, Ross.
Yeah,
But
maybe people have turned off by this point because they're like, Dark Knight Rises is a classic. And we're like, oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Nah. There's a lot of things like as you said. Just let me do the order on the films.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of meetings that you should be part
Yeah.
of because some of your ideas sound a lot better than the
Yeah.
ideas that we got. Yeah, the nuclear bomb thing, I do feel like that's really... Again, this is the movie where Lucius Fox just becomes ex machina.
Yeah.
Like, the exposition guy, that's literally all he is. Like, if that's what Ra's Al Ghul is in the first one, Lucius Fox takes it over. Because
Oh,
within
yeah.
about 5 minutes, he's like, oh yeah, remember that reactor that we built that was going to give clean energy to Gotham? Oh no, it's went missing. Oh look, it's now a nuclear bomb. And you're like, what? Like...
Yeah, that's why they say it, is it? Oh, that's why we had to shut it down because of
Because
this.
it could become a nuclear bomb. Yeah,
But
yeah.
why would you keep the thing that could turn into a nuclear bomb in it?
Yeah.
Like, Lucius Fox
Yeah.
isn't an idiot.
No, I know.
Like, he's like the brains of the whole Wayne Enterprise.
Absolutely.
So why the fuck? Oh, don't. There's too many. Like, I can accept with superhero stuff inconsistencies.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
This whole movie's just like littered with it though.
And things just feel too convenient. Like, oh, look, they can flood the bit
Yeah.
that's got the reactor in it. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. There's too many. There's too many inconsistencies, but also convenient cover-ups in this film. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? And I don't know what happened in the writers' room. But listen, I failed English twice, so I can't help
Yeah.
you. Do you know what I mean?
I just feel rather than like the second one where they were clever
Yes.
and were like, oh, but the Joker done this and this, so this could happen or
Yes.
whatever. They were like, why is it happening? Because it just does.
Because that's
Yeah.
what we've said.
Yeah, it
Like,
just so happens that this thing can do this. Is it? It's kind of pointless though. Like, it's not smart.
Yeah, I agree. And even like the reveal, like they've been building it up that like Bane is the child that escaped the pit, played by Joey King. So you've got two cameos in this
Yeah,
movie,
yeah.
Joey King and Glenn Powell. It's been built up the whole movie that the child that escaped the pit that was saved by Ra's al Ghul, and he's that evil. He was banished from the League of Shadows. And so it's been built up that way, and then the reveal that it's Marion Cotillard, and it's like, oh, okay. And even her kind of heel turn, what is it? Like, it's the slow knife, like that whole
Yeah, yeah.
speech, do you know what I mean? But then, like, from there on, she's supposed to be, like, the bad guy, but there's nothing really thingy about her, do you know what I mean? She's like, oh, I'm here to finish Riz Raz Roz's legacy and stuff. But then she does that thing where, like, when she dies, it's the like the
Yeah.
feel the head drops and the tongue logs out. You know, that you're like, Mary, do you want to do that again? Like,
Right, so I've got one last question for you then, right?
right.
Does Batman die at the end of this?
Ooh, no. I'm gonna say no, right?
All right.
Because of the wonderful things he does. Because they say later on in the because he's got like 3 minutes to take the nuclear bomb into the middle of the sea.
Irradiates all their drinking water.
Yeah,
That's all good.
them in New York's drinking water. All the fish are you can't eat fish from
Aye,
there
they're
either
fucked,
anymore. Aye, let's not get into the nuclear of it all, where like there's like mile radiuses that are just fucked. Do you know what I mean?
Fuck that. We're finishing after this.
Yeah. But like it says that when Lucius is going over the plane, the bat plane, it says that the ejector seat was used, and it said that Bruce Wayne fixed the autopilot.
Yeah.
So I think once he's flown over the bridge, he's like ejected his cell out. But again, this is the thing. I think yes, but there's no fucking way he's fine. Do you know what I mean? Because he's bleeding out, he's been stabbed through the lung, and he's been in some form of closeness to nuclear radiation.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
People are famous for surviving.
Yeah. So I want to say yes just because, but I don't think he's coming out as sound as when he's in Italy with Catwoman. Do you know what I mean? I think I know what you're going to say, right? I think you're going to say yes, he does die, right? But when does Michael Caine meet Anne Hathaway in the context that she is Catwoman and that Catwoman and Batman have had some form of like relationship, because from what I can remember is the only reason he knows who Selena Kyle is because she was the maid at the start of the movie and she takes thumbprints, and then he sees her on the database, and then obviously I understand that he hears the way Batman's like, "Ooh, Selena Kyle," but I don't think it would be in that context. I think yes, Batman survives, but I think he's more fucked up than what the movie allows him to be. Carry on, Ross.
I just think he's dead. Like, there's no way you survive it like that close to a nuclear bomb.
Yeah.
And also, I think it adds like a finality to the Nolan trilogy.
Yeah.
There never would be, but it puts an end to, would they make another one?
Well, I mean, they leave the Robin thing pretty open, where Robin goes to the manor and comes up in the Batcave. Do you know what I mean?
But I don't see. I don't think Nolan would have wanted to make another one after.
Oh, no, absolutely not, absolutely not. There is an open ending anyway, though, do you know what I mean?
But I don't want to see the version of of Batman where he has to deal with the consequences of nuclear bombs.
Yeah, I think that might be the thing, though, that makes this movie so fucking ridiculous, is like, I understand that Bane's mental enough to have a nuclear bomb, right? But I think when you start bringing that shit into it, and on my base knowledge of nuclear bombs, as in if it goes off, everybody's fucked. I think that's what makes it so ridiculous, is when Michael Caine sees Bruce Wayne, because it's like, no, wait a minute, he is rotting from the inside out. Like, do you know what I mean? He's been so close to radium. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, like the cancer's got to him.
100%.
And the fact that he could just slink away as Bruce Wayne, he's meant to be the most famous person. Like, famous billionaire in the world.
Yeah. Totally. And it's like, oh, Batman disappears the same time Bruce Wayne does. What's going on with that? But I do like that he finally tells Gordon who he is. It's like, something as simple as putting a coat over a little boy's like shoulders. I thought that was lovely.
It ties some things up nicely, but it leaves more questions than answers.
Yeah. I think if the other movies are like a 9 and a 10, this is maybe like a 6.5.
Yeah.
Like, stick to the first half of it. Turn it off as soon as Bane breaks Batman's back.
Yeah, pretty much, aye.
Yeah. Okay, it's a bastard that we've had to end on, like, a bit of slagging, but then when's it a 10 out of 10 podcast without a good bit of slagging? Do you know what I mean? Maybe we should have spoken about The Dark Knight more, but then this would have been a 5-hour podcast.
Aye.
Well, my loves, thank you so much for tuning in to week 2. We'll see you next week for miscellaneous Batman.
Just anything after the Nolan.
Yeah, cool. The shambles that has been after Nolan. See you next week. Bye.
Batman!